wind-swept West Namibian desert. Here, the Atlantic brings icy waters from the Antarctic to meet the coastal desert, and the result is amazing seafood and sea life. I'm off to experience some of it. Coming up, I sample an array of seafood, including a rarity, a seafood truffle, and my rock lobster with a crème fraîche sauce. The port of Lüderitz was founded in 1883 by a German trader, but when diamonds were discovered nearby, the diamond rush was on and Lüderitz became rich. Today, Lüderitz is more recognized for its fishing and seafood exports. Walking through this 19th century Bavarian town feels surreal. It's something of a relic from the colonial past, untouched by modern times. Jason and Cicely Burgess run a popular restaurant and oyster bar in Lüderitz, but they're also fish farmers. They harvest seafood to serve in their restaurant and for export, and I'm keen to learn more from them. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the place.
Thank you.
It's my wife.
Hello, how do you do? This is amazing. Look at all these oysters here.
Well, the oyster bar we started in November 2009.
You want to have freshest oysters? We pop in here.
This is the hot spot
This
in
is the
Lüderitz. Love it.
So the oysters we're going to eat tonight have been brought into the dam there. Right. So that's fresh seawater pumped and recirculated in. We're going to get some rock lobster. I'll go and dive that out for. We're going to have it on the beach.
Jason has promised me a day filled with seafood, and while I enjoy the wildlife, Jason is diving for lunch. This place is so exciting, it's magical, full of marine life, and behind me there's an island with penguins. It's a penguin shelter, and the dolphins are breaching from the sea. It's just extraordinary. It's also wonderful. Jason knows exactly where to look for seafood in the icy, clean Atlantic waters, and he doesn't have to go far from shore to find a catch.
Got some lunch.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wonderful. Oh, can't wait to see you try and make your dish.
Ready for some lobster?
Oh, why not? And Cicely has also joined us on the beach for lunch. Now, what water have you used?
Seawater.
Seawater.
Fresh from the sea.
Oh, wonderful. So you don't need to put any seasoning, nothing whatsoever.
Nothing at all, nothing at all.
So what is the difference between the rock lobster and the crayfish?
Most people call it crayfish. It's a freshwater rock lobster, like the yabby in Australia, the marron. So yeah, we all call it a crayfish, or the Afrikaans kreef, but it's the West Coast rock lobster. That's its technical term.
Lovely.
There we go.
Oh, yum. There we go. Oh, so good. It is really good. When you're by the sea, why not get the seawater and just cook with seawater? Much better. You don't need to do any seasoning to it because you've got the full flavour from the sea.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, because this is only the beginning.
And he was right. Jason had a genuine treat in store. Abalone is a luxury food considered a delicacy, but poaching has endangered them. Jason practices controlled abalone farming, which protects the species and makes it more sustainable. He is using the abalone he has farmed and is licensed to dive for. It's quite contentious to use abalone, isn't it? Because it's such a valuable treat.
This is not wild, this is sustainable, this is farm grown. So it's more ranched.
Right.
Whereas the contention comes with abalone when you take from purely wild stocks. We get these babies,
Yeah.
we seed them in, and then we let them free roaming. They can do their thing. So you can see this beautiful gold sheen as a sign of what they eat. So we're going to now pop these in and
Shove them in.
steam it.
So Jason, what are you going to do with this and how long does it take to cook?
It's very, very quick. Leave it just a minute and then it's out. We're going to have a little seaweed salad.
Lovely.
It has a distinct flavour, but it's a little bit too sea-ish.
Yeah.
So we're going to spice it up.
Oh, good.
Add a little of ginger. It's freshly grated ginger. If you like ginger.
Oh, I love ginger. With Indian cooking, you can't not.
This is some sesame oil.
Lovely.
Just a little bit of garlic.
Yep. All of the sugar?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's a normal. Too late now. Some spring onion. And then this is the rice vinegar.
Oh, lovely.
See, you're checking, you don't believe me. Then I'm going to mix in some apple first.
Yep.
There. Happy? And then we finish it off with a sprinkling of the sesame. Right. Okay, they're done. That's fantastic. See there, look how thin it is.
They're very meaty, aren't they?
Now the way to shuck it is just to put your thumb in. This is the front end, the mouth area. Just to push it. See, it just comes
It
away.
comes out.
Now we're just going to cut the little mouth off, a little beak.
Yeah. It's the moment of truth. Time for my first taste of abalone. They're slightly tender, and they've got a very firm texture. But it's not fishy at all. They're very delicate. It's a firm version of an oyster, but you can taste the seawater. That's what I get. The salad is divine. It really works with the abalone. Obviously, it is the treasure of the sea, this, and it's phenomenal.
And there's more to come. So now we get...
I know. I'm hiding. Back at Jason and Cicely's restaurant, I'm treated to even more seafood delights.
Next, we're gonna have some tuna. Some beautiful big-eyed tuna. Before we put it on, a bit of magic. Let's put some oak shavings on.
Yeah.
And we put it on.
Yeah.
There she goes.
And so that actually imparts the flavor.
Just imparts a bit of smoked flavor.
Nice.
And a bit of lemon juice. What we've got on there, we marinated in lemon already.
Yeah.
Then it's got a bit of olive oil on it, Cajun spice, lemon and herb.
Oh, sounds really cool.
And then topped up with sesame seed, black pepper.
Nice. So the Cajun spices just give it a little lift. It gives a bit of heat without it being too...
Exactly. Okay, Riz, let's have a bite.
Okay. Oh, beautifully done. And it's nice and rare in the middle. I hate it when it's so overcooked. Oh, a bit of wasabi and some pickled ginger. That lemon, the Cajun spices, and that nice spiciness from the wasabi and the pickled ginger. Oh, it's heaven.
You can't come to oyster bar and not have some oysters.
Oh, well, if you insist, my dear. I love oysters. Oh, I don't need a fork. Just gargle it down one's esophagus. Oh. I'm in absolute heaven. Tasting the fruits of this incredible coastline prepared by these incredible people has got me thinking about creating my own seafood dish. Back in my African kitchen, I'm going to make a steamed rock lobster with a crème fraîche dressing. I had such a great time in Luderitz with Jason and Cecily, and to have been eating the amazing array of seafood. There was such an abundance, eating the wonderful oysters, the spiny rock lobsters, which were so delicious. It made me really think about what I was going to do with my spiny lobster. I was going to make something slightly exotic, but I just feel it needed something much simpler than that. All I'm going to do is to actually put my rock lobster into a courte bouillon, which has got just celery, carrots and onions with some spices, bay leaf, coriander seeds, fennel seeds, and some black peppercorn. Courte bouillon loosely translates as briefly boiled liquid or short stock broth, because the cooking time is brief compared to that of a rich and complex stock. Used to cook delicate foods like rock lobsters that don't cook for long, it is prepared before the food is added. You could put some parsley, you could put some fennel, you can put a couple of cloves of garlic. You know, it's just whatever you'd like to put in the pot, and it just gives flavor to the stock. In the bouillon it goes for about 7 minutes. Now in the meantime, I'm going to make my dressing. So I've got some lime juice here. It's about a tablespoon of lime juice. To that I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of whole grain mustard, a bit of chili flakes, a bit of garlic, about half a teaspoon of garlic, and then some lime zest, and a bit of honey, about a tablespoon of honey. Just give that a good stir. Finally, we add some salt to this. Now, salt actually dissolves really well in the lime before you put the olive oil on, just getting that lovely flavouring together. And then a bit of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of acid. You put about 3 tablespoons of oil to get a lovely consistency. Next, I'm going to add my crème fraîche. Finally, I'm going to add my herbs. They're dill, spring onions, and coriander. They really do impart such lovely flavors. These are my holy trinity of herbs, which I like to use. What's so lovely, it's so fresh and so simple. It is absolutely divine. think it's time to get the lobster out. Just look at that colour. It's beautiful. Vibrant orange. Now I'm going to give this a good twist. You need to just go to twist the tail. Like that. Cut it right through. You can see this lovely. Look at this. Wonderful. Fabulous. Now this is the digestive tract of the lobster, and you don't like that. This is a bit which gives people tummy problems, so we want to get rid of that completely. Look at this fabulous tail. I'm going to just put this on the plate. And there you have it, steamed rock lobster with a crème fraîche dressing. And you know what? I'm so sorely tempted. Oh, I can't wait to just try this. It's just so simple. It's so elegant. You've got the lovely flavours of crème fraîche filtering through with the honey and the chili, just giving it a kick. Simplicity at its best. For all the recipes and the details of my African kitchen, go to foodnetwork.co.uk. I've experienced